I'm quitting the podcast. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I just want to be honest with you. I thought about quitting the podcast for a while. Not because I don't love Muay Thai and not because I don't believe in what we're building, but because after doing this since 2019, it's 2026 for reference, the math just doesn't make sense on it. 6 years, hundreds of episodes, and tens of thousands of listeners like yourself, and no real money coming in from it. So today I want to talk about why that thought even crossed my mind and why this moment feels very familiar to another point in my life I want to share with you.
Episode of the Pu'u Muay Thai Podcast is brought to you by pmtlifestyle.com, Authentic Muay Thai Lifestyle by Pu'u. Definitely go check out the website at pmtlifestyle.com for some awesome lifestyle merchandise. That's for those of you out there either involved in Muay Thai, looking at getting involved in Muay Thai, and embrace a healthier lifestyle to live the life of the Nok Muay. Go check it out.
I want to talk about Black Room at Deep Studios. If you enjoy the content of this podcast, you will definitely enjoy the value that you get out of the Black Room and being a member of the Black Room. What it is it's a subscriber-based way to support the podcast. If you enjoy the podcast and want it to continue, I'm asking for your help. And in exchange, you're going to get an underground view of Muay Thai, American Muay Thai, as well as within Thailand. We have people who are now working on the ground in Thailand that are helping us get media, content, all that stuff. We're posting it there on Black Room, as well as behind the scenes footage of the podcast recordings when we're recording. After I stop recording for stuff that we broadcast, we put some subscriber based only content on there. So you're going to really get a lot of value out of that subscription. Okay. It's not just supporting the podcast. We also have podcast subscriber only merchandise that's coming out as well here in 2024. So you have to be a part of the Black Room in order to get access to that. So I'm asking you for your help on that, but I know that it's not so much of you helping me. It's going to be us giving you a ton of value that you're going to get and just enjoy it. And it's only $5 a month. All right. You can cancel it anytime. Every little bit counts. Please go join it. The link is down in the show notes. All right. Anyways, sit back and enjoy the show. So what do you got? My name is Jonathan Pu'u. I'm the founder of Pu'u Muay Thai and the host of the Pu'u Muay Thai Podcast. I'm a former fighter, ring official. I've been involved in Muay Thai for over 18 years. If you've been listening for a while, you know that this podcast has never been about clout or quick wins. It's always been about culture, honesty, and documenting Muay Thai as it actually exists, like as it's growing, right? Not the Instagram version with all the fake shit, but a very long-term project, and it eventually asks you the same question, for me, like during this long-term project. Are you doing this because it's easy or because it matters? Right? So here's the reality of doing it since 2019. I started this podcast in 2019 with zero expectations. It started in the back closet of our original location in Ventura. So no sponsors, no roadmap, no expectations, and just conversations I believe that need to exist and deserve to be shared with the community. Over time, something real happened with it. We built a loyal audience. We documented stories that would have been lost. I really documented a lot of the process as well. There's a point, I think it was in 2022, I did a podcast every day for a couple weeks. Right? We gave fighters, coaches, officials, and gym owners a voice through this. We created a platform. But loyalty doesn't automatically turn into sustainability. There's time, travel, production, opportunity costs. All right. And at some point, you look at the numbers and ask, hey, if this were a business, would I keep it going? And it's a dangerous question, but it's an honest one as well. I'm a business guy. So podcasts actually, like this podcast, actually, the moment right now, it reminds me of a time that I felt like in Muay Thai at 2 years. And that's when something hit me. This feeling, I felt it before, right? About 2 years into Muay Thai, I almost quit. wasn't able to do Muay Thai the way I wanted to. I just came back from Thailand. I had one more fight when I came back. I had no real connections to promoters. There weren't many opportunities to compete, quite frankly. Like the gym I was at, they didn't know. They didn't have anybody. They're more connected with like MMA, and much less. There wasn't really much going on at that time either. There wasn't. All right. So like nothing against them. All right. The level of training to me was also very low. All right. Is like where we're at now for learning Muay Thai. If you've been listening for a while, you realize we have so much more opportunity now for learning. I was trained constantly, multiple times a day, 5 days a week. All right. Sometimes twice a day and sometimes 6 days a week. And I knew I wasn't getting everything I needed to be able to do this. Like I wanted to fight. I wanted to compete. Right. I realized I was kind of hitting a skill ceiling to some degree, right? I was also hitting that kind of Dunning-Kruger effect. All right. And I started wondering why I kept going. Like, why did I keep showing up? And I wondered if I was wasting my time in Muay Thai. I felt like I already knew everything, and from the outside, I probably looked like I was progressing, but from the inside, I felt like I was just stuck, man. I felt like I was going nowhere. I kind of like hit a ceiling and I wasn't going to get past it. All right. And that's the dangerous moment because that's when most people quit. Not at the beginning, not when it's obviously hard, but when the effort is high and the payoff is still invisible. You just keep grinding and it's like, why am I doing this? Right. And it's very important time, important moment for development. And if I had to quit Muay Thai at that 2-year mark, there is no academy with hundreds of students. There's no podcast that you're listening to right now. There's no events, none of this. None of that impact would be there. That's exactly where this podcast is right now. So there are a few mental traps that pull people out of this stage. And one is the sunk cost fallacy. People are often told, don't throw away, good time after bad, right? What that means is like, hey, don't keep throwing your good time into something that didn't work out. But mastery requires staying past the point where quitting feels logical, right? I've had times where it felt logical to quit. COVID was one of those, all right? During shutdowns, a lot of people shuttered the business and never came back. Another is survivorship bias. We hear from the people who made it, but we don't hear from, and those seem like a few and far between. And we don't hear from the thousands who were just one chapter away and they stopped. Right? They're just so close to put in all that time. And then there's negativity bias. Our brains focus on what's not working and not what's quietly compounding in the background. Most people don't quit because something fails. They quit because success takes longer than their patience and than they expected, right? And Muay Thai teaches that. And quite frankly, podcasting is reminding me and teaching me of this right now. Building anything real really it'll teach you that. So with that, like, am I quitting? The answer is no. I'm not quitting the podcast, but I am deciding what it becomes next right now. I'm deciding whether this stays something people quietly consume or something a community actively supports. Because real things don't survive on attention alone. They survive on alignment. All right. So this is an invitation, not an ask for you. If this podcast has ever helped you, even once, if it's given you perspective, clarity, entertainment, or motivation, this is the moment where support actually matters. I need your help. Not out of guilt, not out of obligation, but because every real thing needs patrons and not just listeners. That support, here's some ways that you could support the podcast. All right. You could join the Black Room supporter group. $5 a month, cancel anytime. That helps. Share episodes with people intentionally. Hey, I think you could benefit from this episode. Share it with them. Leave reviews. I ask for it on every single episode. I get people all the time that hit us up on Instagram now. Oh, I've been listening to you on Apple Podcasts. I was asked, did you leave a review? They said, no. Will you do it? Because honestly, man, those things help. All right. And reading the words about how you guys enjoy this, it helps a ton too. Engaging instead of just scrolling past as well. So if you see us on Instagram, engage, share it, like it, pin it, share it on your story, send it to somebody. All right. Show up to our events. Buying merchandise. We have a ton of merch on our website. All right. Podcast merch too. All right. Just backing the ecosystem and not just consuming it. That's very important. All right. I'm not asking everyone to do everything. If you could do one of those things, that would be great. And I'm inviting the people who believe in this to stand closer to me. And that's what the Black Room does. It allows you to have that VIP access. That way I'm on there. I get push notifications. You can chat with me directly on there too. So, yeah, Muay Thai taught me something that this podcast is reminding me of right now, again, in 2026. The hardest part isn't starting. It's staying when the applause is quiet, when the numbers lag, and when quitting, quite frankly, feels reasonable, right? And that's where identity is forged. So I'm here, and if you're still here too, you're part of why this matters, all right? And it's important for you to understand this as well. I do this not for money, but also I have to figure out a way to justify the time I spend on this stuff too, okay? So I know I get a lot of people out saying that they love this. So if you can do one of those things, reach out, even just words of encouragement, like those go a long way. All right. But that's going to be it for today. If this podcast has meant something to you, now's the time to decide what role you want to play in its future. All right. You can call or text us at 805-456-3316. You can text us, leave a short message of support, or show support through the Black Room, our VIP group, for behind the scenes access, where I'm posting this and streaming this right now as I'm recording, and early episode access release. So this will be up and available for everybody in the Black Room before you're listening to it. All right. And regardless, thank you for being here. Grateful for it. Every single person that's out there has been listening to this and supporting the Pu'u Muay Thai podcast. Jeez, you'd think I'd be able to say that by now, right? And I appreciate it. All right. When you give words of encouragement, you say you enjoy it, you come up to me in person, you say you're a listener. Hey man, like that means a lot to me, because I don't get a lot of praise for a lot of the stuff I do. So if you enjoy it, let me know. Do one of those things, and I will see you in the next episode. Swadee Kap. All right, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in today to the Pu'u Muay Thai Podcast. If you enjoy the content, go leave a review over on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Give us a rating. It means the world to us. Also, if you want to be a guest on the Pu'u Muay Thai Podcast, or if you just want to shout out to your friend, go check us out at podcast.pu'umuaythai.com. You can submit to be able to be a guest on the podcast. You can submit what you want to talk about. Also, if you want to just give a shout out, there's a button for that too. Swadee Kap.